Nipe shtundu.
Nipeni shutundu.
Unaleta uzungu yako huko.
I'm trying to be what? You've gotten into character for like a sec.
Select accent for the podcast. That's Andy Young. Siambo na plagiarize. God.
It's good by the way na shule unajua plagiarism. Kuna watu understanding plagiarism hata kupeana credit ngumu. Mtu anakuamia credit.
Kenya plagiarism. Watu wa smoky. That's plagiaristic as fuck.
Actually sikuti naonanga.
Yeah, opinions hata online plagiarize.
Hata live streams. Mtu ana plagiarize live stream yako anaanza kuistream kwa YouTube kwa channel yake.
Na mtu kuibia status.
Serious guys.
Na hakutag. Come on y'all.
Anyway, welcome to the Ibada podcast. This is Shtundu, another episode of Shtundu. We got nani hapo Sham.
Does not want to sleep. Auntie yake amekuja. Ako super excited. Okay, Shams, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, tuko na Snai naye hapo hivyo. Auntie ya Sham, Mama Sana.
Nina majina jamani. And there's some people that still call me Choku. Yeah.
So it's stuck.
Imagine on the streets. Choku.
So unaweza sema ulijipea nickname successfully nekasti. Kuna watu wakwangi successful kwa hiyo mambo ya kujipea
nickname.
Pia ni hiyo kitu nilikuwa
na Baba Shams alinipea jina na kama nilijipea nickname.
Watu wa IG wa Kenya, mtu anaweza tu kuwa na kufollow. Like and you don't even know them.
Yeah.
You have that following culture where you just follow someone because they look nice. So utapata mtu anakujua
actually
na umjui.
Hivyo ndio walikuwa na intend social media ikue actually. Kwa nataka social media ikue a place where you can meet people and hata uko meet in real life but you share the same interests. Unanipata? Anaweza kwa yes ajai kumeet na kujui but mna share the same interests, the same ideas or something. Ama feed unapenda ni feed ya anapenda pia. Unanipata? Yeah, so hivyo ndio tulifanywa tukue global village, tukue community.
Tutafanya meet and greet.
No.
Because me, by the way, I'm very insecure about you being all up in my business and you're a stranger.
Actually,
like that.
Yeah.
Na tu yani inafaa tumake hizo spaces zikue a bit comfortable more. Ona vesu kuwa comfortable na mtu kaa kibe na ko miles away. Like tunaweza bonga tu naye online. Unanipata? It's a community I create. Hata ukiangalia hapa maandika strong men build communities. Unanipata? Hiyo tag yake. Yeah, so I think they intended hizi social media zikuwe communities zenye zinaweza saidia wasee ku network on a different level yenye the geographical setups as easy to allow.
If anything inapatia watu access. The fact that sayu unaweza tu DM even a celebrity.
Yeah. You can even tag Manchester United DM, unajua? But account kazo kwa zimetolewa hizo features. Hawezi DM man, unajua hivyo? Hawezi DM Manchester United number iko restricted because of too many people following. Unanipata?
I can imagine.
Unaona kama
you can imagine if all of them want to DM
kama
and
live,
say something.
Kama live watu 1000 inakusumbua ku moderate comments live watu 1000. Sasa imagine sasa ati watu wanakufollow ni over 150 million ama 50 million. Kwanza unajua Manu on just Instagram iko over 50 million. Sasa hesabu Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, wapi?
Yeah, you just have to disable.
Yeah.
But hata comments wetu sorry celebs wetu wajafika hiyo level. Aki thought scam cardinal was saying mnafaa kwa superstars.
Yeah. Superstar.
You should be bigger than radio presenters, bigger but I don't know what the problem is.
It's not a problem.
Nilisema nikiwa celebrity, that is the level I am taking. I don't care if you're going to shade me for the rest of your life.
It's just misculturing. It's just misculturing cause kama ujaiona by the way celeb mwingine akibehave vile unaweza dai celeb behave na wewe ni celeb who's your example? Unapata? You don't have an acting example ya vile unaweza fakuwa una behave kawa.
So borrow from the USA
class. You know, it's what we were trying to say yesterday.
Na sisi ni classist.
No, exactly. Atuna na it's the same thing I was telling you. What worked privileged, they are not even privileged. Mtu anaweza tu kwa anajifanya ati
because is not having class.
Video ya major. I'm like
actually to make it clear, being classist is not having class.
Kuna kuwa na class. See at is financial. Class is not only financial, even in your mannerisms.
Yeah. Actually class ni behavior.
Exactly.
Na
not having money.
Na kuwa classist.
That's now people who have money, who don't have money, unajua. they divide
I think
classes kwangu ni hiyo mentality hivyo ndo
mentality gani
ya kuweka levels
ni kama tribalism
but class
ni kama
class
nepotism
like ujaicheki unaweza enda hata ushago upate tu kuna mtu tu mcool it doesn't matter whether kwa ushago like si mcool ati in terms of ati anajua vitu the way tu anajiconduct sim loud
in my definition
sim chafu
in my definition I think class is consistent while classism is subjective and not consistent unapata cause when you are classist in a depend na situation unakuwa presented nayo kila saa una be different unapata but when you have class whether you're faced with A or B or Z or even alpha or omega wewe unajua tu utadeal na hiyo issue aje
hiyo ndo kitu
your way of doing things doesn't change depending on the thing you're doing when you're class C but when you're classist you change according to the thing you're doing unanipata actually class unaweza angalia kwa team kama nilikuwa nakwambia team kama za UK football in UK has been existing tangu the 18th century na seti wao walianza football in my magazine collection ya matuzi nilikuwa nimelight hiyo kitu ball ilianza na wachinku hadi Asia hata ikuwa ball vile tunaijua it was just some other game with some other rules but it could involve ball na kugonga ball na mguu unapata but out of everything only the UK wameza maintain that culture to the optimum mpaka sasa unaangalia they can't form a super league because forming a super league is nonsense because we already have a super league in the Premier League unanipata
that's their super league
because every player in Europe wants to play in the Premier League at least in his career hata kama umeplay in Spain wapi hata najua mtu kama Messi angedai sana kuplay Premier League kuna sasa kulikuwa na rumors zake kwenda Arsenal or something so niyo ndo kukuwa na class like you don't lose your identity because of a passing cloud
you remain to have your
but ukiwa classist you jump on the cloud and go with it
you trying
kukuwa na class means if you are a celebrity you're not even seeking cheap thrills not cheap thrills like that cheap clout acha niite cheap clout sika wewe unaimbanga si wewe utambue tu wewe ni mnoma kuimba
wewe ni muibi
why do you need clout
muibi ujitabue kama
na uibe you know that's what I'm saying so pia wanafaa wajibebe na hiyo
ni vile tu unafaa by then ni vile nanya alituambia kife unafaa ukue so ingrained in you mpaka ni hard kufuata hiyo cloud unanipata be you so as in be fragrant and loud design hata unaona sema ngaye ni toxic na ajali
that's his brand
it's the who hurt you club
on your brand on your brand ndio kitu nilikuwa na try kukuambia kama jana it's so amazing at US wanaweza tu form award shows now people think it's the greatest like it's a pleasure to even be invited in Grammys na si yetu you understand like people stan
like we actually them
zilianzishwa na Hollywood
themselves they are classy in it but us we are just jumping on it on being classy
nilikuwa nasema una imagine kama Kenya kitu kisema Snida ni kalama shaka hadi Tao street moja inafungwa
that's what they do by the way
lazima tukubebe na class we cannot pretend
but
we cannot pretend we don't want pictures with you no dress
ina come from the characteristics za community una exist
now you see you'll build even more communities because that's how US moves
first of all
unatuambia design wako ni Mkenya
first of all how do you even build a community tusiongelea about building more communities and people don't even know how to build a community how do you build a community what do you think unaonaje
how it comes about
unaweza anza aje community we personally as in what can you do or utamuvaje be different ndio watu waone by the way umse anaweza kuwa a leader of a community or anaweza kuwa pesteta kwa community na tufuate Kenya na do na iwork cause unachikinga sana nanga kwa makanisa wapi wanatoanga maushuhuda hizo ndio ushuhuda juu trust system yao kanisa na sijui nini na Mungu wa hiyo kanisa akaanza kuwasaidia una get
yes
so how would you start a community
so one I'd have to be doing first kitu mimi napenda something that not even passionate about unajua nimekuja kurealize some things you're passionate about but you're not good at
You could like something so much and you can't even do it.
You know?
Yeah, the way ulikuwa unasemanga ukiwa mtu ulikuwa unataka kuchora.
Man,
Lakini uwezi.
So actually do things that you're good at do things that I'm good at first. And then wewe kama mtu unakuja kuona what I'm doing, the support you're bringing, yeah, itani let me know, are you here as a person in the community? And na hiyo nitajua through you share the same thoughts, you share the same belief in the process.
Mseta kuja kucompete, atakuja kucompliment.
Kuna some people who just bring support, of which I appreciate. Like kuna mtu ajui about arts, ajui maybe about fashion, but they're just genuinely supporting. Shout out to you people. You're also
supporters.
Making that, yes.
Chidzi. I have a mom friend called Chidzi. Big up Chidzi. Chidzi is always buying my pancakes, guys. He's buying pancakes from Barbados for her whole family. As in, this girl doesn't even know and does not want to know how these pancakes come about, but she loves this work. And she's supporting me in that way. And she's letting everyone know. Like, I love supporters.
Hata tukiwatch, you remember when we were watching our watu wako kwa hii sausage industry, the way they were saying, since Farmer's Choice ishakuja dominate, they are left with the option of working with close relatives, close friends, so unapata we market to you more.
Oh,
that's the only way our products itakuwa more.
Yeah, support system.
So that's what
like
I'm calling a
system.
Community. Yeah. Basically, we are behind you, and mainly because tunashare the vision.
Anti-boss. There's that guy who was in Anti-boss akungamjaka alikuwa sijui nani Mayweather. Now Mayweather was interviewed akasema wakianzaga Anti-boss, it used to be like a show a month or something,
Yeah.
And the only people who used to come wale kunaambiwa wewe kama actor enda ulete watu kaa 5 tu from your family, don't even go far fetched, like just invite watu kaa 5 from your family wa convince wakam support. So if every person in the cast brought 5 people, you have an audience of like good people who can.
Yeah.
Now from that event, the next event mnaambia family members cheki, si mkikam next event udrag tu beste tu mmoja unanipata. Alafu azikuwa event atia unameka tiko expect tiko iko hata more than punch, azikuwa hapo KNT or something in the National Theatre. So
that's what I said, Franco. Miss sijui kwa nini tickets Kenya zinakuanga expensive, and it's not like you guys are celebrities.
Look at
let me tell you why. No,
plus it's a local show. A local show should not be expensive for whatever reason.
That. It's because wasome like hizi support systems, because sijui kama ni
create. Okay, also it's what I'm saying is what one have understand I happen it just doesn't happen at simply because unatoa ngoma or umetoa film. Definitely unajua ma fans you have to keep
there's also banking on that, banking on the fact that you know people.
Inasema siwaambi a random stranger coming to view your content. I'm saying your support system needs to start home.
Yes.
Unaelewa? Sasa wanakusupport hata si because wewe ni mkali ama or not. Wanakusupport ndio ukuwe na chance ya kudevelop ukuwe mkali hata.
Yes.
Unanielewa? Unajua you can't start from 100, you start from 0. You start from nowhere ndio ukuje kukua mtu wa maana. Unanipata?
When you remind of this movie inaitwa Really Love, when that guy was trying to break out as a painter. Mabeshte wake walikuwa wanaenda show zake zote.
Yeah.
And most of them he was being told no. So many no's. But his friends were always at his art galleries.
Yeah, this is why I do even art maka wa leo.
Hata kani piece moja.
Ile siku niliandika kitabu yangu ya kwanza Philosophy of Gufi Sufi, nilisukuma on email at 100 shillings. Unanipata?
Yeah.
Do you know people who supported me wasalikuwa na mimi campo, wasalikuwa na mimi high school, wasalikuwa wali buy 100 bob. Unanipata? So unasema support system, I know what support system is. Support system si ati random strangers coming for you. Support system ni support system ni unajua tu yani lazima watu wako karibu na mimi watani support juu wako na intentions
see the vision with me.
Yeah, with me. It's not a matter of me kuwa mkali.
Yeah.
They're not there. They're there to support me ndio nikueta na chance ya kukua mkali. Unanipata?
Yes.
You need an opportunity to even be there ndio kuwa na chance ya kukua mkali.
So they're there for you regardless.
Yes. As in hata kucancel. Unanielewa? When the whole world cancels you because that ulikuwa unafanya sijui ulivuta ngwai, sijui ulikuwa onekana hapo kata maji wewe, sijui ulikuwa
they don't cancel you.
Hata kucancel.
It's like me and Kanye. We have such a great relationship, guys.
Ndo nilikuwa nasema unaona kama nini?
The black community never cancelled Kanye.
That's where I'm going to. Hata hii show ya Pharrell ya juzi. Everyone pulled up.
But
even Jay-Z
Yeah.
like kuna hiyo
support system
yenye hata iko kwa industry unacheki kama
No.
Industry yetu.
sorry haiko
Oh.
that's what I meant.
Ndashanga how
Kwa niseme unakumbuka kama hii ngoma ya ni Naiboy inaleta watu wengi
tunasondeka
yes
ama 2 in 1
there are no such things
kusondeka
zenye it can't only be in music. Mimi expect
Yeah.
hadi for example
Yeah.
si ndio mtu
Yeah.
kama Babu, you are a great designer. One time tutole a mad collective dress all artist watufanyie show
or dress. Actually, I have a better idea.
Yeah.
Dress other fashion gurus, dress each other, create like an exchange program for fashion gurus, because one of the biggest fashion guru brand Babu, create an exchange program whereby a fashion designer design ya mwingine na anavyoya design ya mwingine. Unaelewa kile nasema?
I support
Unaelewa
that
kenye
because
nasema?
mimi I know a designer who's really great
nani wengi
hata we mwenyewe
There are
hata mwenye
so
ajaanza
many.
kudesign mwenye anafeel anaweza design akona chance ya kuenta hiyo inafaa kukua every year like an exchange program.
why do people forget home
Like
science
fashion,
is
nini?
a
Fast
core
fashion.
subject like I can assure you there are so many people who know how to sew but wanakuwa slept on but what I was meaning is what can I say hii kitu watu wanasema sijui industry night what really happens on what's that
What's industry night?
Industry
I
night
hear it's apparently inakwanga event it happens ama what is it
ni kama meet and greet tu ya wasanii among wasanii, not even fans, like it's you trying to be a fan of each other. Unapata? It's you trying to learn about a new artist.
Sando nauliza what comes out of these nights
Unakwambia-
because I've never seen any collective ya wasanii.
It's the lack of communism. Urujamaa ndio nasema inaleta hiyo bad blood at some point. Unaelewa kile nasema? You ought to have a support group. That's why I was basing on that.
Yeah.
Lakini huipati. Unanipata? Unaweza kuwa hata una familia, unaweza kuwa wewe baadhi ni orphan, au una family, una relatives maisha yako wewe umekuwa tu alone in your life. Wewe ni kama bahati or something. But wewe unacheka bahati wewe.
Nimefikiria tu kusema yatima.
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Yes. Moving on.
Yeah.
Abandon
Toxicity.
that darkness.
Yeah, but unaona some hata kama una umsee
Yes.
unaweza rely on such a night, industry night, to get a family.
Right?
Ndio nasema as in it was meant to. See ati these structures are not, hata nilikuwa nakwambia Kenya sasa hatuna award shows. They are there. Ni vile tu yani the community in it hakuna. Unaelewa kile nasema?
Your backup.
As in saizi kuna kuwa na following ya mtu mwenye kama calligraph, unanipata?
Yeah.
Calligraph akona cultic following. Naweza kuambia for free. Kuna mtu ongea mbaya mbele yake juu ya OG. Atakupasha tu. Hiyo ni community yake.
Yeah.
It's like the Manchester community. Where
Yeah.
don't come at Manchester.
Or the Liverpool community or the Arsenal community. Even when they were losing, you can't come at them.
Yes.
Yeah, even if they lost the title, you can't come at them. They'll come at you. They'll have facts to come at you. Unanipata?
Yeah.
You know community kufana each other in thick or thin.
Yeah.
Unanipata? Na lakini sioni hiyo urge na ari kwetu wa Kenya. Unanipata? When it comes to thick and thin, everyone pulls back and goes kwa nyumba yake anajifungia anasema bora mimi niko na mange, bora mimi niko na nini, mimi niko sawa.
Frankie, do you feel I also feel hata wewe kama huyo artist or you as that person, you also have a huge role to play.
Which one?
Don't just expect the support.
Siku expect. Unajua msee by the asa kwangi wa lazy. Let me tell you
It's
today.
not even about,
It's not about laziness. I
It's
get
not
what
about
Shalini is saying.
hata interaction with your community.
Unajua
siwezi kuwa
Shalini.
let me put this out hivi tu
Ati
siwezi
nikuuliza
kuwa
swali
fan
moja.
ngoja siwezi kuwa fan wako na hata nikikugotea kwa street you're acting too hot for me.
Let me ask you a question.
Nishatoka kwa hiyo
Let me ask
community.
you a question, How many of you get pissed off mkipata YouTube link ya mtu?
Kukua pissed off as in
Kuna tuko annoyed like you are spamming my like unanitumia
me hata si
YouTube link.
I just don't like people in my inbox unsolicited.
Skia sasa ni come from that point on, That's the only way this guy can actually reach out to you.
Yeah.
And you need to reach back to him with a feedback, whether good or bad. Lakini wewe una jam by the fact that amekutumia link. Tunaanzia hapo. Mbona uko naka ka feeling? Wakenya wengi uko naka feeling ka account kana nisumbua mbona? Unanipata?
Mimi nasema basi
Because you can do what they are doing.
Mimi si juu ya hiyo. Mimi si juu ya hadi. Ni juu ya hiyo.
let me tell you, if people can't channel their creative side and somebody else is
You're
being
doing
creative,
it anasikiaga vibaya.
it's like a human reflex.
Oh.
It's some
There's
sort of
that.
jealousy. And also Pia, I get where Charlene is coming from. You can't be too hot for people who want to support you. For example,
Pia hapo tunaweza fault wasanii kadhaa, si wote wasanii kadhaa.
and even it's not always about being too hot. Also, you can't expect ati kwa sababu, for example, sisi tuko na hii podcast. We have friends, like close friends that know we have this podcast, but hawaja subscribe.
Yeah.
They've never listened to even an episode. Unaona? Not because they don't want to do it, maybe because we live in a world of distractions pia. There's a lot going on. Mtu anaweza kuwa amekosa. Unajua packaging of yourself. You're not packaging uniambie even me as your close friend to even know there's this thing. Unaona? Maybe you're a person who's okay, there's that. This is a distracted person. Then there's this other person mwenye I always say this thing. Hata si ignore. Sijui kuna hao watu wanatakanga. Unaona vile watu wanasemanga uwezi peleka sijui nini kwa uwezi peleka punda kwa ni punda ama ni ng'ombe ama ni kwa sijui
kunywa maji.
Yes, now there are those you have to even put the water in their mouths. There are people like that. People who need to be held hands waonyeshe cheki ndio ikikomba hapa unaweza buy nguo ya 20 hapa.
Now let me come back to what Skaja said.
So
Ska said mkitaka Lil Wayne watu wa radio yenda mna Google Lil Wayne mna download ngoma yake, si ndio? Lakini mkitaka Mkenya mnaangalia like mnampigia story tu.
That's why I don't
ni riba tu.
Me hata si believe ati community inafaianzi and other people close to you. I don't think
so. Inafaa. Ideally no matter tuanza tukisema about the internet. Unanipata? Sasa hata naweza kwambia family is not the person you are born into the same family with. Family is the person who relates and actually understands what you're saying na kwa ngori yako na wewe na kwa joy yako na wewe.
They want to be there, all the hells, all the heavens,
internet,
everything in between.
Internet imeredefine family, imeredefine community, imeredefine even support groups. Unanipata? Ndio nakwambia kitambo I've used Antiboss because it's an old series. Then it worked to invite people like that.
Because social media ilikuwa chini.
Yes. It's just an example, but the same paradigm can apply even in this internet setting.
So then, how did they even get to be watched so much like, that iliendelea for that long? Because of this small community, letting everyone know, by the way, ile show tulikuwa nayo on stage is now on TV. Unajua
already the group is the support group was there. You're in a different paradigm. Unasema when you take the same whatever principles, bring them in the internet setting or in this setting. Utaona saka nawaambia it needs to be applied same way but in a different internet environment context. Unapata? Kama nimeona podcast yako ninanibamba, what's stopping me from kuambia mori wangu mwenye asinga ma podcast cheki kuna podcast nimepata imenibamba. My wife plugged me to Sandwich podcast, my wife plugged me to a couple of other podcasts maka za California. Unanipata? Mimi ningekuwa by the way ningekuwa mtu sijui hizo exist hadi labda ama najua tu podcast moja iko nini. Unanipata? Ningekuwa stuck there. That's what I'm saying. Once in the same way that the people wa Antiboss walileta family moja kaleta rafiki wakakuwa whole community. It's the same way hapa online nafaa kuwa hivyo. If you like my content hata kama ni mimi ni mtu nachoranga vitu caricature na niko pale IG, you share my profile to your friend.
Nandomina
share a post.
That's why I'm saying Frankie in the same breath who celeb don't act too hot for your community. Actually, what I mean is this is what I mean. For example, I've even DM'd you nimebuy album. Sindio? Go an extra mile hata niambie cheki pick up come listening party as you pick up the album. Like encourage me to even be part of this support. Sawa unafanya tu mimi feel na give to ati wewe una give to music. That's not enough. Me want to feel unajua niki comment
what I feel ni kama I'm being obliged.
Look at what Octopizo does. Uki comment and a reply comment. That's what I'm saying.
Octopizo, I love you for that.
That's what nakwambia. That's nakwambia in the internet setting it's the same principles but a different concept kidogo tu. Unanipata? Hata nikishare muziki yako kwa story yangu you are supposed to reshare.
Repost,
kama nimekucredit umenivalisha nguo umenifanyia makeup umenifanyia nini na expect actually kwa page yako pia extend the same hand unajaribu kuniambia shukran because si ati nilikuwa lazima nikuletee do.
Yes.
Ni mutual. Communities need to understand that a community to work, for community to work, it needs to be mutual respect, mutual responsibility.
Yes.
Ndio maana naambia Tanzania you can't be allowed to buy ati maziwa 10 kwa shop na unajua uko na familia watu wawili. Unataka kila mtu kwa hiyo community akose.
You see the way like what Kibe has done, for example, tunamtumia sana because ya melan curate content na kuimake ipe. Yeye akona members. If you're a member, you can even add a comment while the show is going on. There's a show for members only. You see what I'm saying? Hata una invest back.
Yeah, because we used to wonder before tukue members akisema all day ati Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Hadi tunamtoa rangi tunamwambia haya
kwa Saturday, Sunday.
Kumbe
wewe ndio si member. Kuwa member utapata show ya Saturday na Sunday. There are perks to being a member.
Membership and Kibe.
Just 200 bob.
For example kama sahi ati kama wakadinali. Followers wacha tuwaite wrong rende are their followers.
Actually that's what nani alisema wrong rende
ni wrong. Mimi ni follower.
Who listens to?
No she listens. Who associates themselves to a cardinali. Hata kama ni mtu wa ndudhi na unafanyanga transport zao kama wewe ni it's a whole industry.
Big up to my trainer William ni wa rende ni wrong.
Nasema hata inge fight.
But you're right.
Extend even to the people who are listening to.
Yes, or even them are wrong rende.
Is a navy because
yes, I'm also a real navy. Rebellion.
Si wote.
Actually
no hive ni watu. Kitu kayo so tukisema the wrong collective tunajua
actually pia we should big up Cardinal because apart from Kibe Wakadinali wame create community na work.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. The community is very supportive. Me, I'm telling you guys, people buy and people give back by buying their merchandise. And the merchandise is everywhere. And they have all kinds of merchandise, guys. They have jumpers, they have Marvins, they have albums, they have t-shirts, they have
with his new album. That is giving back to the community, to a listening drive. While you're driving and playing,
actually,
it's not private because we are going to actually access this music and support you. Mbona unataka kuweka a private listening party?
So back to the question. How do you start a community? What are the first fundamentals?
I don't think you start.
I think
whoever is coming.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Builds itself.
Yes.
Builds itself.
You just need to kushikilia mantle.
Franco, unakumbuka tukiishi humo?
Ngoja, mmewatch X-Men?
Yeah.
Unakumbuka Magneto? What was Magneto's main thing? Alikuwa anaweza attract to metal, si ndio? But pia alikuwa ka glue. The villains. There's a way he used to come and visit a villain and I'm convinced I'm join. Unanipata kile nasema? Hata Kibe yuko convince to join. Hata wrong rende by being just them and being consistent and coming at you.
I think what you don't understand where I'm coming from, Frankie nasema. Si supporting hiyo kuambia mtu wa join because sijui wewe uko hapa mbona. Na sitaki uko hapa juu nakwambia ujoin.
Pia.
Mimi nataka unipate uenjoy kitu. Ndo in the long run na ndo hata Kibe usema. Usikuje kuniambia ati mimi nilikusupport, I didn't ask for it. Wewe ulijileta hapa.
You are here at your own volition.
You came here to support.
Yes.
Na actually mimi naelewa ni vile nataka muelewe.
Franco, that's what we mean. Unakumbuka tukiwa
it's a two-way thing.
Hizo raunda kulikuwa na watu wenye they never used to talk to the rest of the people. They would just stay alone. But then there was still a sense of community in that raunda, in a sense that hata mtoto tu afanye makosa. My friend, kani mama Debu amekupata ni mama Debu atakupiga. And it's done. That's the sense of community we should have. People who believe if this deserves disciplinary action, whichever adult that believes that can actually take the disciplinary action.
Yes, kitu mnasema ni right but naonyesha for you to start it and for
you
to
you didn't tell us how do you build a community.
Now
from your perspective,
because me and Charlene believe a community
in
builds
this other
itself.
perspective.
Itajileta to grow with time.
I feel a community needs not even one leader, a couple of leaders wenye wana kama glue. As in apart from you kuwa na hiyo characteristics ni watu wana gravitate to, kuna something that needs to keep them there. Unanielewa? Ni kama vile Manu tumekuanga mimi ni fan wa Manu tumekuanga yes tuko na hiyo attractive quality ya ku attract even the best players but keeping them there ilienda na Ferguson. He was a leader. But sisi tuko na mtu Ten Hag, maybe he's a leader. Unanipata? Cause to keep a player in a team you need to actually make a player as a move from level alikuwa akiingia to level different mpaka kitoka umemdevelop as a player sasa anacheza hapo tu analipwa na tia ako on contract
by the time they're leaving somebody else.
Yes, they need to be impacted also sasa impact to club
so that they can also be
unaelewa
wherever they'll be.
That's what I'm saying. Mimi sasa mimi na believe community needs a leader or leaders wenye wanaweza not only attract but keep people there unanipata so kuna hiyo attractive tunakwambia na understand your side of the paradigm. Yes, there's an attractive quality to the community but keeping them there needs an actual leader mwenye run out of ideas mwenye
that's why
ako open to ideas anaweza interact na watu
that's why I began by saying it's such a point where now you're supposed to choose something that you're good at or you enjoy doing. Though it's not hard for you to even maintain that brand. Because I feel it becomes hard to maintain leadership. When it's not even your brand in the first place.
Leadership sengine, it's like bigger than even you what you love.
Hapa si mambo na leadership. At no point should now the community start dictating what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. You're here because of already what I'm doing. So many leader either way. I'm not running from it.
Okay, nasema ni the community needs to come as in elewa kitu nasema nasema leader yes anafaa kuwa at peace na kanya do na anapenda passion zake but anafaa kuwa even passionate more na the community to a level of anaweza hata accept ideas.
I don't agree with that.
Sometimes.
Sorry.
Because ideas will erode who you are.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You lose your brand. And if you lose
your
brand,
you can't be constant. You can evolve.
The reason why people are followers is because they believe in you, not because you believe in them.
No, there actually needs to be a belief in the community, in the structure you've created in the long run, rather than or them.
But not in the sense of whatever has made this community come about. Unaona?
I don't think it's about the community because you can lose and gain a community. So it's never about that.
Ukichange, obviously, you will gain another kind of community.
The more you're evolving, the more people are coming in, the more people
let's look at
people.
Let's look at people who have built successful communities. The Muslim one build successful communities.
In what sense?
In how they just
operate.
They move. Yeah, they move as a unit. Unpata. The Indians move as a unit. Unpata. But even with classism, Indians even with the caste or classes in classism, they move as a unit. Unaniget? How do they move? No, as in when it comes to just being human and being a community, they actually lower themselves to the level.
India is like the worst example.
Nasemata ukiwa huko
with themselves when they are not in their home.
Yeah, when they are being a community. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The Indian community yetu hapa.
Nikisema Muslim sisemi ati the UAE. No, nasema tu hapa kwetu. I'm talking about Kenya.
But even when you go to other countries, Kenyans have communities of Kenyans.
Yeah,
because they are not even here. It takes for you not to be at home to realize the importance of your people close to you.
And it's sad because ni sisi peke tu think hivyo watu wenye tuko twigi ina kala cause wazungu are thinking hivyo. They can even come into a community yenye mnyini wausi na build community na nyinyi. Na join hata. No mimi naambia sometimes mimi sioni hata ni a matter of my passion. Mimi napenda kuandika yes, but nikikana maraita wengi maybe napenda kusikiza.
Me naogopa mainly because I
evolve.
You could swayed
the originality.
That's where I'm coming from. Na siwezi taka upollute brand yangu.
Let
me just do what I'm doing.
Kuna kunini deviate from what you're doing na kuna evolve. You can evolve. Na mimi believe communities need to evolve. That's where Africans tulianguka.
The brand needs to evolve. Community mimi nafikiria is a constant. Nyi mko hapo either way.
We are just growing together.
Yes.
Whether I am evolving or deviating.
Why do you think we have a skewed perspective on marriage? Because I think I feel Africa move but hatuku move na hizo fundamentals zenye tunafaa kumove nazo. Move na the implied meaning. Hatuku move na why the meaning is even there. Unanipata? Nakwambia the community needs to have vitu zenye zinaweza kuwa hold to actually love the community more than actually yourself, to a point of if easy principles zitakuja kutu help later on.
But mko hapa juu kutumia nafanya Mbona ifike point ikwe about CCZ? Me si agree.
Okay.
On that perspective.
If my vision was big enough,
I'm also saying nafa ku acknowledge my community. So if I could ignore that mna exist.
How do you acknowledge them?
By
commenting and all, interacting with them.
By showing them that, by the way, when you comment, I hear your comments.
Unajua kwa community, unajua by the way community ukidesign ina principles zako, si ndio? Wendo brand yako.
Yes.
But imagine community ikuje igrow. Vile nilikuwa nawaambia, logic come from poverty, but ana rap juu ya vitu zenye ziko lavish. Sasa hata ale mafans wake, hata Drake ale mafans wake hivyo. Ndafika point na kuwa na roga na mtaelewa. Juu na kwa nimemake it sana. Unanipata? So community hapo iko na characteristic yake na yeye ana understand that nimefika point yenye I'm even not like my community.
Mimi nasema community.
Unaelewa inasema?
Mimi nasema frankly community
evolution, yes. Yeye ame-evolve na community yake ime-evolve kupenda kitu alikuwa anafanya kitambo.
And that's what Shalini is saying. Whether you still understand me or not, if you were actually in this vision with me, you'll still be here.
Yes.
Joe Mafano Drake, yes, they said they don't understand some of the things he's saying. But are they still there trying to listen, trying to understand? Yes, they're still there. That's what she's saying. It's a constant. You should still be here. Ni kama vile supporters wa Kibe. Me, I love Kibe. There's some things I don't agree and there's some things I agree with. But I'm still a supporter. Whichever direction he's taking, evolution or deviation, I am still a supporter. I should be a constant.
So community haitaikuwa na characteristics zake, haitaigrow kukua itself.
Why should it be itself when you're here because of my vision? If you still believe in my vision, whether I'm evolving or deviating, tunaenda na nyinyi kwa hii vision.
Na respect the fact that community ni diverse.
Yes.
Happen to sing about bougie things. Kuna watu wanataka kusikiza that bougie, they'll form your new community.
Actually sana naona
or even that segment of your community, because it can actually have segments. That's why nakwambia kwa hiyo raunda yetu kuna wase wenyewe they were less concerned, they don't give a fuck about ati we need to discipline these kids nini, and then the people who are very involved.
My point comes heavily from the fact that unaona ujamaa ujamaa ilianzwa na mtu, yes, but huo mtu alienda but aliacha hiyo kitu. The community grew its characteristic. African social shida yetu wa Kenya ni tuliachiwa, acha niseme sisi for example tuliachiwa nyayoism, tuliachiwa nini harambe, but we actually shelved them. Unajua harambe ni nini hata ka philosophy? No. Unajua nyayo ni ka philosophy? No. Lakini imagine ati Tanzania mpaka wa leo even with different presidents all through these years they know that philosophy ya community ni ujamaa. Mimi tunasema tu community inafaa kugrow to a level, to evolve to a level ya imejijua pia. Apart from mimi kuilead.
But you see, what I'm hearing you say is they're still keeping the same core principles that even began the community. And that's what Shalina anasema.
And it's not about the leader. And it's not about the leader.
But it's not about sense, it can't not be about you when we are here because of the brand.
You.
Sasa imagine.
We are in your vision. Atuko kwa vision yetu, tuko kwa vision yako.
Sasa imagine saizi, nani alitoa album juzi, Mac Miller.
Yes.
Mac Miller died. But alitoa album juzi. Community yake, kuna watu na hold on to some certain principles.
We were not there for Mac Miller. That's what I'm saying. We were here for your music.
Yeah.
You were coming with their music. Uko unakujati as Mac Miller. Maybe people
so ngoja let me try now get you well. Sasa inamaanisha passion hata ya Mac Miller ilikuwa kurap. But we've loved the artist na neoni more than rapping.
Now that's
it's musical, it's
I say there, the version I say there. So inamaanisha yes, the leader had some passions while coming up, but those passions hata mwenyewe pia ame-evolve kukua kitu different, amekuwa musician rather than a rapper. Unajua musician ni different than a rapper. Ana play instruments, ana produce music. Unanipata? And unazapata community yake sasa ime-evolve kupenda sasa
the kind of music,
the musicality he is. Unajua?
No wonder inaanga weird that it's hard for actually someone to separate the artist and the art. Most people don't. That's why they cancel artists. When you cancel an artist, ni sele umefail ku separate the artist and the art, the philosophy and the philosopher. Na unasema in a community there needs to be a separation of those two. Usifuate Raila juu ni Raila tu. Anafaa kuwa anakupea philosophy yenye unafuata apart from ye kukua yeye.
Insisting on letting a community grow by itself. Do not foster any influence. Don't ask someone to follow you simply because unanijua. Listen to Ibada because you listen to podcast. If you don't listen to podcast, ni sawa tu usisikize Ibada.
Na pia inaweza kuwa your first experience to a podcast.
Also.
Inaweza kuwa it's the first time you're meeting a podcast.
I just don't be here supporting because I'm your friend. I'm many people's friends.
True.
hiyo pia ndo the other problem.
Actually tumemeet sasa, and that's where a community now gets built, whereby yes there's an attractive quality a leader, but pia kuna
what else comes with this leader,
the idea,
what will make me stay here and keep listening and keep being here.
Ferguson had a philosophy for over 20 years in Manchester United.
That's why we kept being there as fans. That's why some people never wanted to stop playing.
We kept winning titles.
Kitu wa Kenya wa getingi ndo kwena community, consistency is key. Uwezi toa wimbo moja una-expect to kwena community. Which one?
Without a strong ideology and philosophy, you won't even be consistent.
Na ideology is only an idea kama kuna consistency and work. Uwezi tuko unatuambia sawa ni artist mnoma ya. But you're releasing tracks once a year. So for the rest of the year tufanye, we can't just be here supporting.
Afadhali hata tulikuwa tunaongelea drillers wa Kenya. Afadhali hao wamesema wata maintain kuongelea hiyo culture. By the usianze kuimba gengeton brother. Usianze. Wewe tuwe drill. Set lazima jump on the new shit. By the imekuwa trend Kenya. Kuna everyone is singing gospel.
Because people want to get money, blow up, blah blah blah.
Yes.
But then again,
community needs to be long term, and long term
originality cannot be taken away from you. Jua tu hivyo.
Yes.
That's something that can't be taken away from you. It will always be your thing. Imagine kukua tu na your thing. When I said in that podcast I cannot be walking on the street wearing the same clothes as somebody else, I actually meant it. Mimi ni mimi, Mr. Kwa mimi na Snyder sijui wangapi huku nje. I encourage originality, uniqueness. Ndio hata tuko na hizi communities.
Yeah, that's how you build a community.
Shout out to designers kama juzi nilikuwa na check out Zia. You know Zia Africa. She started a baby cloth line.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like ni amazing. That kuna tu watu wanafanya hizi. I've checked out her background with them. She's not bougie. We can't credit her work on that.
Big up her for not trying to mimic an original idea.
And the fact that
by the way Kenya,
yes,
Wakenya tuko na very many original ideas.
Yes. Watu wanaonanganika.
Tunakwama kwa the idea stage, and that's what we are saying, because frankly to me you are waiting for people to support the band.
Actually,
and it doesn't work like
mingori
that.
Yangu by the way, mina feel tumeshika ugonjwa ya kuto separate those two, the person and the idea. Yes, it's the person who brought the idea and is the one who started the community, but the idea is becoming bigger than him.
I think
it's a philosophy.
I think it's the duty of
and
the person to do that.
No, you see, Charlene.
Could you separate?
Yes.
The community.
But then, yes, I was also going
because
to say that.
It's
the beauty of the community kwa sababu,
yeah.
Charlene, when I become bigger than my vision, it means I'm not the one even driving it. Yes. We are driving it. We as a community. So, pia wewe, you have a responsibility as a member of this community. You umejituma kukuwa member of this community. Good or bad.
Forced.
You have brought yourself. You have said you're dying with me in this communism. Sindio?
Yeah.
It is your responsibility to make sure, since the idea has become bigger than me, we make it bigger than ourselves, so that it can become the whole world's responsibility.
Na pia our kids can eat from the idea, and their kids can eat from the idea.
It needs to transfer. Sasa, if we're talking about evolution, it needs to transfer. Inafaa kukua sasa somebody else's responsibility. Unaona?
That's what I'm saying. Okay,
as
I'm
it
in
grows.
the same boat. I'm only saying, I think the first initiative inafaa kuwa yangu by kuwaonyesha.
Of course.
I'm a brand and I'm Charlene.
So ubaya.
And I think you can show people that.
You can, but imagine even
it's just a thin line.
Imagine even in the most developed nation like America, people still struggle with separating the person and the idea. No nakwambia sasa, imagine katika yetu yenyewe kuna fanatism heavy, political fanatism, economic fanatism, financial fanatism. Juu kuna do mimi I'm
struggling with some artists in that realm.
It's just staying true to your brand. Wacha don't be a brand hoe.
Personally, I am struggling with some artists in that realm. As in, I can't separate the artist from his art. No, na ni kama kuna chenga inachezwa hapa. Unaona?
Na by the way feel by the tuongelea wasanii pekee, kwa sababu hata kama ni seremala, hata kama wewe ni nani, everything by the art.
Unaweza kwa seremala anatoka big game alafu akutengeneze kitanda unailalia the first day is just squeaking around.
Actually the art itself in a word iko na art hapo katikati. Bila art kwa art inakuwa
actually watu wa craft industries heavily they work with communities because they mainly work on reference.
Nilitengeza kitanda yangu kwa ule msee see I can take you and it's really affordable and offer transport blah blah blah.
So no, it becomes so let me give you that example well mimi kuna best yangu fundi mpaka nafika point anakuanga na job moba na zima simu. Sasa ameshindwa ku create a small community yake ya trusted individuals wanaweza fanya hiyo kazi pamoja whatever the case because try apprenticeship people learn and live that's true. People learn and live. They don't know the aspect of just complementing each other and doing more work na kuput each other on. That's a community. Unanipata? Ange build community mtu huyo.
Unajua mtu amefanya hii kazi ni nani? Otis. Big up Otis on Jogo Road.
Otis the furniture.
Hey,
that guy is from there Hamza.
Apprenticeship is what he has learned how to unajua to grow.
I think hiyo shida mainly hata nilikuwa
ditch
ilikuwa iko kwa sisi youngers. Na niju tumekuwa kwa hiyo psycholia we are always competing. Na hivyo ndo mimi usema it's not always about that.
You need to complement.
Nikikuja kwako ni show photography, see, let's stop taking things and running with them. Ati sasa nishachukua skill sasa I'm done with you.
Actually unaweza kwa hapo by the unafunza photography na kumbe the actual thing unafaa kumeiva hapo hivyo ni lighting.
Exactly.
Utoka hapo umeiva lighting. As in wewe unaingia hivi kwa room naambia watu lighting.
Sasa ona angalia tabia yetu watu wa young wewe unaenda unafunzwa kutumia kamera. Ushajua kuweka lens, ushajua kufunga bas.
Wewe ni photographer.
Need I start cheating on you 2 months down the line nifikie hurdle mahali sijui kitu cha kufanya nimeditch photography. That's what people are doing. Ndio maana nasema consistency is a key value, is a core value in a community.
I think people don't and it's so sad that unaweza fanya hivyo kwa sababu in actual sense someone who's done that would have reached a sense of contentment in this art that you can ditch it.
It's like going to be taught cooking classes.
That's the only reason why I would ditch any form of anything I'm doing with my hands. If I'm content in it, I can ditch it.
Alafu imagine atakuwa discourage mtu. Ujua compete discourage mtu mwenye anakuwa anaifanya for it. Ange evolve actually maybe. Mgela new ways maybe as an industry. Unanipata? Mimi naona by there is power in complementing and that's where communities will be built.
Rules
you complement.
Of power.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Don't
complement
your master.
rather than compete. Actually.
It never works. It never works. Siwezi kufunza public speaking then you want to speak over me.
Very few cases that it works.
Like hiyo ndo kitu pia nasema as in take pia time ya tuache kukua. That's why nasemanga shida ni social. Tuache kukua ni kama tuna compete kila saa.
We ain't fighting about this. We have to just be loving about this.
50 million Kenyans. Imagine.
Tunaenda wapi? My question is sawa tuna compete but where are we going?
As in ukiuza mahindi mimi niuze beans kuna 50 million Kenyans. Sasa siwezi uzi hata wote.
Exactly.
So hata mtu anataka kuuza beans afai kuwa anauza karibu na mimi. Aende huko atafute another part where the 50 million.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. Think about it like that.
I'm always saying until nifike point yenye nikienda stage sitaki kupata gari 50 za tao. Simtulie, simbehave ka community na mkwe na order. Mseme hii gari itabeba fast. Ikimaliza kubeba next it's that easy imagine.
Na kila stage inafaa kuwa tuna sako yake.
Hakuna jamati hapo inapigisha watu set na ingine
order is very busy guys. Mimi ninawaambia.
Alafu unaanza kunganganiwa.
Ndio maana tunaenjoyingi metro, super metro.
Yes.
Super metro ni community heavy.
And that's why wana prosper. Unacheki na wako na consistency.
And then they get you where you need to go like there and then
professionalism, consistency.
Hata hapo ndio watu kujolea manganya. Unajua manganya kuna hizo mavitu yes ni beautiful hizi gari but kuna sasa tu
it's a good culture. It's supporting
always learn to
many
go
people.
An extra mile don't stand out.
Na kitambo kumbuka by the way ukiongea na makamjesh it used to be manganya na iko na community yao na ina work. They didn't even used to eat from each other's roots. Akuaga nayo mambo ya kulikuwa na madere wa squad pale Mtindo tukishiumo na kila hood ilikuwa na dere wa squad.
Baka wana change no kila mtu aget kukula. Imagine ukifika a certain point at the road another driver takes over and it's not like we are all getting paid kwa sababu tuna create na space.
Sako zinatoa hizo vitu Snyder. Sako inataka dere mmoja mwenye ako registered. Si register kila msee na mseme kutakuwa na nini hizo shift.
Hata akiwa hapo kwa barua kingoja hiyo shift yake ako registered. Yes, he's still driving.
System hata unajua ndo kuko na community.
Pesa mingi.
Mimi niko na maboy wangu wa mall kwa wezi. Maboy wangu wa mall kwa wezi wengi na waliingia kwa matatu wakasaidia.
Matatu iko na pesa mingi.
Wengi sana.
That's why you can afford to have someone on kwa siku moja tunaweza kuwa na driver wawili kwa shift. juu iko na do hivyo. Why are you barring people from actually living, guys? Atwe kuku tuna struggle, tunafaa tunaishi.
Kama unapata ngati place kama for example Dubois kitambo ulikuwa tu unapata makeup.
Yeah.
So since just one shop ilianza kuuza easy decors za birthdays, everyone is doing it.
In Dubai.
Yes, zimejaza.
Why can't you just let it be that shop ya deco ya birthday?
Mbona unajaa?
Alafu hata mtu akikuja unamwambia tu ndo ile shop.
Yes.
Na unauza makeup yako tu bado.
Juu pia watu uba hizo makeup. Wasichana wanabangi. Mimi am a victim of Dubois.
Now hata hizi makeup.
You're a victim of your supporter.
Everything. Kwa sababu I've spent money there that I was not supposed to spend in the first place. But yes, I supported you guys.
Even this makeup, you can organize yourselves.
Yes.
Namseme, if you want lipstick,
enda kwa ule dealer.
Si ati naingia kwako,
you can even imagine
uko na mascara, uko na perfume, hey.
Dubai is so big in a sense that mnaweza sema ule ni dealer wa nude lipsticks. Na ibaki hivyo. Kwa sababu hizi colors ni mingi.
Natapata variety ya different companies.
Yes.
Mimi hata zinazisikia size.
Utakuwa hata segment market. And everyone eats.
Yeah.
It's easier that way than wewe kuje kwa shop yangu niko na jewelry, niko na perfume, niko na nguo, niko na
because I feel the same way mnaweza agree on the price to sell a certain item, you can agree on who to deal what and finish your business. Uko na customers wako unajua kuna wase wanakujanga hapa because of this.
Ukitaka weave una hata ni kwanza imagine Snyder is saying the truth. Angalia kitu ka weave. Kuna bob, kuna easy, kuna afro.
There's so many. There's so many.
Enda ile store fulani. Unataka human hair wig.
And the fact that mnajua kuna watu wako na all this
specialization ina create order.
Uwezi kosa do.
Nene kado kwa mfuko ya kila mtu.
Kuna mtu atafunga shop ati because hujauza. Kawa
unauza mama
uza tu nguo.
Kuna mama tu haezi. Me, I don't like my hair long. I just don't like my hair long. I hate it on my neck. Sasa mtu kama mimi, if I'm to wear a wig, let's say, I would do bob. Uwezi kosa customer. It's like that. Just specialize.
Hautawai kosa. Because hata nikibuy makeup, kwako naweza tu buy eye pencils. Mwingine niende tu kwake ni buy lipstick.
Alafu imagine ako na community sasa ya wamama wenye wanataka bob. Ukikuja hadi anakushow kuna hii bob mpya imekam. Yes. I think it would look good with you. Yes. So cause anajua these are my customers. Hii inaweza kapoa na Shalini, inaweza kapoa na Snai. Wacha nichukue hizi.
Mpaka unapata anaitwa Suzy wa mabob. Sasa anakuwa maka brand.
Na mwenye nywele zake haziendi badala ya kuget za bob atutry kuuza. Fanya market research.
Yeah.
Jua customers wako ni nani.
Imagine there's always
a whole kwa sababu mali umejiposition. Maybe watu wanapenda vitu zako ni Slay Queen. Wako downtown. Hakuna Slay Queen anakuja downtown. Jiposition Moi Avenues juu hapo sijui.
Find a way.
Hakuna Slay Queen atafika Ronald Ngala labda. That's why hawafiki kwa shop yako hata in the first place.
And get your things at what they need and want.
Yes, ni za watoi. Watoi hawajui ta huko ndani. Watoi wanajua tu shopping
hapo waingie. Niko naambia in UK hapo ndio watu walipata jina zao. Ukina mtu anaitwa Taylor, nijua na come from a long line of tailors.
Yeah.
Mtu anaitwa Cook.
Ana come from a long line of cooks. To be easier for people to even unajua
Suzy wa mabob.
Unaambia mtu you teach someone how to do this business even if it's not your family.
Now that's a community cause utapata community. Kuna Suzy wa mabob, kuna nani Franco wa nails, kuna Peter wa nini wa makeup, kuna nini
perfumes.
What are different community.
Yes, unaweza sell only designer perfumes.
I'm telling you, kuna mtu mwenye mwalalo anakonga Dubois like the other side of the road. Everybody knows you can get your perfumes there.
Mpaka mnamjua nyi wote.
Yeah, ako tu kwa corner on some nice building. He's at the corner shop. People go there to get their perfumes. I want to get my perfume kitambo, like when I wanted to now get a perfume for myself. Kamba unajua kuna mwalalo anakonga kwa Dubois, he's affordable, he has like all kinds of perfume. Just go. And I got that man. Amekatu hapo.
Hata by the way.
And his shop is just perfume. Hakuna deodorant. Hakuna sijui nini.
Actually, it's good umeongelea hivyo. Isli, they move like that.
Yes.
Kama ni section ya electronics, ni section ya electronics. You're not finding people selling clothes.
And Luthuli also. I love Luthuli.
Kama umekujia TV.
Wala loko huko wengi.
Hii shop iko na TV. Tukimalizana na TV, tumemalizana na TV.
Sound system.
Tukiingia kwa, speakers. Si ati wewe wa TV bado unataka kuniuzia speakers.
Hata unajua by the ni heavy mpaka vile ma communities zimepangwa. Enda community by the iko na community mzuri. Hawezi pata kanisa katikati ya hood. ni wrong. Unapata kanisa kwa shopping center huko.
Yes.
By the way unajua hiyo ndio kitu as in hata kama mwezi stand up for such mseme by the way tuwezi sema A B C D juu but then it's lazima tampigane because your community can agree and say by the way amweze kachacha hapa.
That's why yesterday we were saying it's so frightening that two presidents cannot sit down and talk things out. You have to communicate through the press. It's just frightening because sasa kama nyi wawili amwezi ongea na mko on the same level.
Imagine.
Sasa nyinyi tuko chini.
Sasa sisi hatutawahi ongea tutaongea na nyinyi aje? If you can't,
that's why you can't even listen to us.
Actually tutaongea na each other
aje. Yeah, man.
Cause sasa itakuwa sa disrespect on every level. Unasikia mtu wewe Mjaluo, wewe Mkikuyu, wewe sijui nini.
Communities
It's fucked
are
up.
heavy. Na ni poa kubuild on their community. Kwanza hawa tu sema ati mimi siwezi buy nguo kwa umse huko hapa. Yaani kuna mse chini yako uza madress. Lakini wewe heriwe ushindange umeenda wadhi hata tu buy
hata siku moja.
Ile tu ile yes promote hiyo ndio jina na avoid but promote
but by the way usiende around kiambia mtu ati unajua nilikupromote yani nilikupromote it's very disrespectful man unafanya msana feel ni kama ati
anasema this community should be built at your own volition such incidences should not occur usikuje ati ukisema ati ulinifanyia no
pia nakwambia hiyo pia si ati na come from hata umse amebuild community na come pia from the personal character of the community members.
That's what I'm saying. You as a community member, usenze kusema you build this person. Be here because of your also personal reasons.
And you're building this community. You're not building his community. It's not his. It's a
it's
community.
It's a personal community you're building also.
Actually, it's a community, not his or her. Or
communities are important. Me, I can tell you guys that when you're in very difficult times, those communities are very important. These people hold you together. Unaweza kuwa unafeel wewe kama mtu mwenye you do a lot, you're not doing enough.
Actually, let me call
and these
out
people let you know you're doing everything you can. You're at your best.
Parents. I have to call out our parents, the elders when you're over 40. Nyinyi mlikuwa mna keep communities ati ndio mzikwe. Si hatu keep communities ndo tuzikwe, tuna keep communities ndo tuishi. Unanipata? There's a different paradigm.
To survive, we need to live, guys,
I can't be in an alumni group ati juu nataka nikikufa mnichangie choreni.
I think actually that's what affected, that's what built on their toxicity. Because now I just have to tolerate you. Ati jueni.
Lazima unizike. Na nataka unizike.
Yes, you are my next door neighbor.
I'm scared, will you want to come to my funeral?
And we have different beliefs. Everyone does.
Tuko age ya kupena flowers tukiwa alive. Tuko hiyo age. So tunataka kuwa age yenye tuna build communities for the living, not for the dead. We don't have to come together when there's a funeral.
The dead are not
here.
Find your people who are thinking the same as you. That is your community. Doesn't matter how weird, how nasty it is, find your people. That's the only way to not feel alone. Na pia usipowapata, build them. Be that pioneer. Who will now make other people
want
follow.
to feel, like accepted and wanted and belonging, and they don't need to be with their tisijui paternal relatives.
And it's okay to evolve. It's okay to evolve to make the community even be itself isimame peke yake kwa legal entity, kwa entity kivyake.
Like Ibada, we are on podcast because we actively listen to other podcasts. We love talking. This is how we are.
Actually tumesubscribe to podcast kazo tenye tunapenda because we
nakawe ni podcast, drop hapo comment, tuna subscribe sai
hata kama umeanza juzi
right now.
Anyway, shukran
7 minutes.
Shukran.
Are we done?
Shukran, inshallah.
We're done.